What's up, y'all? Keegan here, and what we're going to talk about is what not to do at an audition. So let's say you get into the audition, or let's say before you have prepared for the audition, and you get into the audition and you get a little bit flustered in your mind and you mess up. What not to do is you don't stop and apologize for messing up. You don't apologize to the casting director, because basically what it is when you do that is you're wasting the casting director's time, and you're basically wasting your time. What I say is, when you mess up, just keep it going, improvise, and let the mistake work for you and not against you. The second thing is to not bring a headshot with an attached resume just in case. So every time you go to an in-person audition, it's always good to have a copy of your headshot with an attached resume in your car or maybe with you, because you never know if they're going to need it, if they're going to ask for it. A lot of times they don't ask for it for the first audition, for the first round of auditions, but sometimes they have asked for it. So you just want to make sure that you're prepared and that you have it just in case. Okay, so the other thing is you don't want to argue with the casting director or whoever is running the audition about anything. So sometimes, they give you a script to prepare and you come in there, and sometimes it's not the script that they're going to use for the audition. Do not argue and say, well, you all didn't give me the right script and I studied this script. No, you got to be willing to be flexible. You got to be willing to show them that you're a professional and that you can flow with whatever they have for you. You can go with whatever they have for you. So don't argue, don't debate. Don't say, well, this is different from what I prepared for. This is different from what I thought it was going to be like. Whatever they give you, you just go with it because you're a professional. Okay, the other thing is what not to do is not show up on time. And when I say that, my thinking is be 15 minutes early. Being 15 minutes early means you're on time. When you're on time, you're late. If you think about it that way, always prepare to be 15 minutes early. Okay, so the other thing, what not to do, is do not make excuses for not being prepared. Again, improvise. Make it up as you go. Again, when you apologize and when you make excuses, it's basically wasting your time and the casting director's time, and you're probably not going to get called back again. So just whatever they give you, even though it may have been different from what you prepared or from what they originally sent you for the audition, it's okay. Go with the flow. Again, improvise and just go with it. If they want you to memorize it, they probably will give you some time to memorize it. Do the best that you can with what you got, with what you have, but don't make excuses. The other thing, what not to do, is do not come not looking like your headshot. So let me rephrase that. Come in, this is what not to do. Coming into the audition not looking like your headshot. So what's the opposite of that? You want to make sure that the headshot that you have given your agent or agency to submit on your behalf, or that you are giving the casting director, that you look like your headshot. For example, if you had, let's say, you're a female, and if you had long blonde hair in your headshot that you gave your agent or your agency or the casting director, and you show up with short purple hair, that's a no-no. They want to make sure that you look like your headshot. So please, what not to do is coming in not looking like your headshot. So what to do? Come in looking like your headshot. So if you have long blonde hair, or if you have short, if you're a guy and you have short black hair, don't come in with long purple hair. So you get my drift. So if you have short black hair as a guy, make sure that, and that's what your headshot is, make sure that you don't do any radical haircuts, you know, after you use that haircut for your headshot. So hopefully that makes sense. But bottom line, come in looking like your headshot. Okay, what not to do? Coming in with heavy makeup, drastic makeup, and this is obviously specifically for the females, unless you're a guy and you wear heavy makeup, or you wear makeup on a daily basis. Hey, to each his own, but don't come in wearing heavy makeup. They want to see you as natural as you are, as natural as you can be, as natural as you can look. And typically in this industry, for your headshots should not have you should not have heavy makeup on, even with your headshot. So therefore, if you don't have heavy makeup on with your headshots, then you should not come into the audition wearing heavy makeup, because then you're not going to look like your headshot. So just on natural, just wear light makeup, and for the fellas, no makeup, and just, you know, be put together, unless the audition calls for you to wear heavy makeup, or unless the audition calls for you to not look like you're put together. But in most circumstances, just come all natural, with your natural self, natural hair, or whatever hair that you used for your headshot. Okay, lastly, what not to do. Do not take things personally, okay? This is, I want you to think about it as, this is not about you. It's about the producers, directors, whoever is putting on this project or this film or this show. They have a specific vision for the role, for the person that's going to fill whatever role you're auditioning for. They have a vision, and a lot of times it not solely depends on your talent, but a lot of times it depends on your look. And so do not take things personally if and when you get rejected, because in this industry it's about 80% rejection, 80% no. And don't take that personally. Again, it's just the vision that the producer or the director has, and if you look like that vision of that person they want to fill that role, then hey, most likely you'll get booked for the job. And if you don't, then most likely you may not get booked for the job. But it has nothing to do with how good you are or your self-worth. You know, it has mostly everything to do with the director's vision and the vision at hand and the bigger picture, and also realize that you're also being cast alongside other actors for other roles. So they want to make sure that the cast mesh, that, you know, they mesh together. For instance, if they're casting a family and maybe you are auditioning for the dad, or you are auditioning for the mom, and the role of the son or the daughter has already been filled, they're going to look out for maybe someone that is similar in characteristics as the son or the daughter, and that fit well or mesh well as a family. So you may have the best audition, you may have the most perfect, you may have killed it, but because you don't really look similar to the son or the daughter, you may not be booked for that project, for that gig. But what I always tell actors is, don't focus on booking the gig, focus on booking the room. What do I mean by that is that even though you may not have booked that gig, because you did so well with your audition, that casting director is going to call you back for other roles that you may fit well or fit better. And the more they call you back, the odds are, hey, one of those roles is going to be your role. So focus on just having a great audition. Focus on just doing well, having fun, and again, don't take things personally. Well, that's it. I hope this helped. Again, we talked about what not to do at an audition. And so y'all take care of yourselves, and until the next time.